Hey guys, I'm Dr. Brandon, Maximize Living, coming to you with our tip of the week. I've had a few patients come in the office, particularly over the past couple weeks, asking me. Unfortunately, I've heard in the community we've had an unfortunate, an athlete had a stroke. It had to happen to be in a chiropractic clinic when that happened, and I've had some people asking me questions. What are the risks of this? I mean, we see lots of kids in here. I mean, you come into our clinic and there's kids running around, and it's a very, very safe environment. And first off, my heart goes out to those families that are going through that tragic, and we're praying for them. But I just want to kind of, as a chiropractor and someone who, literally I've adjusted my son a half hour after he was born, I want to kind of put into perspective for you, the risk of really having a stroke in a chiropractic clinic, and just kind of, lay out some research and attack that from that way. This research article is actually called Death by Medicine, and the reason why I share this first is because I want to kind of put this into perspective for you of the culture that we're living in and the medical system that most people that are watching this video are living in. We're not a very healthy country. We're one of the sickest countries on the planet, but yet we all want to be healthy, but yet we're doing exactly what a sick country is telling us to do in regards of our health. And when you look at the numbers, they're astounding. This research article was done by a bunch of medical doctors and PhD statisticians, so very, very smart individuals that said, look, the leading causes of death in the entire world isn't even really known. Actually, when you add up all the numbers of death caused by our medical system, it totals about 785,000 people die every single year because of our own medical system. I will tell you this right now, is that I don't know anybody in the past 20, 30 years, if ever, that have ever died of a stroke or in a chiropractic clinic. I've never even heard of that. And so if you put that into perspective, it's kind of ludicrous. Adverse reactions to prescribed drugs. I mean, 2.2 million people have an adverse reaction to a prescribed medication. The number of people exposed to unnecessary hospitalizations every single year, 9 million. The number of unnecessary antibiotics given for viral infections is 20 million. I actually know that there's some research out there that 15% of ear infections or tubes put in kids' ears are actually necessary. 85% of them are done because of just profit. And so, that's just one research article. And then I look at, this is a research article. This is a systematic review of the literature. So this is a researcher that said, I'm going to look at all the research that's ever been done on chiropractic and strokes, and I'm going to put everything together in a systematic review. And basically the conclusions say that although several individual case reports have happened, and they raise a hypothesis, which is we have a feeling that this could be some type of correlation. We found no studies that validate this hypothesis. There's been no research done that actually validates that getting a chiropractic adjustment actually causes a stroke. And then I look at the safety of chiropractic interventions. This is another peer-reviewed journal that says there's no robust data concerning the incidence or prevalence of adverse reactions for chiropractic, meaning that chiropractic is safe. And then the last one that I'll show you here, this is actually kind of funny because you look at the actual risk, like what's the risk of going into a chiropractic clinic and developing a stroke? There have been 0 complications in a 5 million patient 15-year period of getting adjustments. That's actually the clinical files at National College of Chiropractic. So over 15 years of patients coming into National College, there have been no cases of strokes. 3 million people, after 3 million people got adjusted, there's been 0 deaths and 1 incidence in a 5-year period. It's almost unheard of. And then you look at some of the other things that we see. This is what you're more likely to have a stroke with. So if you're concerned about having a stroke in a chiropractic clinic, you should just stop canoeing, because canoeing actually over a 1-year period has been linked to 10 strokes, which is way more than in a chiropractic clinic. Also, if you're a smoker, if you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, there's been 5,000 people that have died in 1 year just from a stroke from smoking 20 cigarettes a day. Medication errors. So if you go to a medical doctor and he prescribes a medication like an aspirin to thin your blood, over 7,000 people have a stroke just from taking a medication. A spinal surgery, right? Something that I'm trying to prevent. 700 people have a stroke just from spinal surgery. And what they're thinking that's from is the fact that they're going under anesthesia for that to happen. So soccer and football, 39 people have strokes from playing soccer and football from all the head injuries. So if you're really concerned about strokes, don't canoe, don't play soccer, football, don't smoke, and just don't take medication. So it's kind of crazy. It's very safe. Like I said, we have tons of kids that come in here and get adjusted. There's a lot of different factors that go into someone having a stroke, and so we need to take a very, very good case history before that happens. But in Maximize Living, we're very, very thorough about what we do. We're very specific, we're very scientific. We take x-rays to make sure that your spine's stable before we do any type of adjustments. And so that's my tip of the week. I'm Dr. Brandon. For more information, contact our office, revivechiro.com. I'd love to answer your questions. Until next week, have a blessed day.